This is the second video devoted to the presentation skills. In this video, we will talk about another type of presentation, problem-solution presentation. If this task pursues the goal of financing of your solution, it is also called a pitch deck. Again, the main thing is the structure, and your first step is to involve the audience. Your goal is to make your audience listen intently to your speech. You can do that in two ways, by using a dream scenario and by tapping a disaster scenario. In the dream scenario, you should grasp the imagination of your audience by presenting the bright future, by asking them to envisage the ideal, and by saying something like, just think how beautiful it could be able to. In the disaster scenario, however, you may depict the looming future or grim reminders of the past. What bad may happen if situation does not change for better? By saying something frightening, like imagine that you face a shortage and there is no chance you can replenish it, and so on. Your next step is a description of the problem and, if there are any, pointing out disadvantages of the current solution. For example, you may refer to your competition and critique it. You say, this solution is not good enough because, and then you give your reasons. After that, present your solution to the problem. There is no need to dive into much technical details. Just demonstrate that you have developed a product, software or technology that can address the issue successfully. Next, you can focus on the novelty of your approach, its strong points, and, more importantly, on benefit it brings. It can be commercial revenues, improved brand image, higher efficiency, increased sustainability, reduced waste, and so forth. You can use phrases like shown here and try to tout the most valuable aspects of your solution. In the next stage of your pitch, support your arguments. You can use comparison with competition, and if you have any industry awards or successful examples, do not hesitate to mention them. Testimonials from your happy customers is another perfect way to ramp up your stance at this stage. Now, we come to the outline of the perspectives. Again, you can go back to either dream or disaster scenarios with the same purposes we have discussed earlier. Just remember to balance your disaster scenario with the positive outcomes of your solution by using linking words of contrast. Words like but, however, although, nevertheless, and so on. For instance, you may say, we may face the tragic consequences of air pollution in future, but our filtration method allows us to significantly reduce contamination. And finally, tell your listeners what you want them to do. This step is particularly important because this is your final target, the ultimate goal. Tell your audience what you want them to do. Invest into your project, support your team, allocate budget, and so on. I hope you will avail yourself of this material and now can better prepare for your presentation. Please prepare your pitch deck in written form using the real case of your business. The talk shall take about 10 minutes and cover all main points we have considered in this lesson. Remember, main thing here is the structure. I want you to move smoothly from one point to the next one and articulate your ideas in clearly coherent way.